All right, all right, all right. It's another Judo Sailor new tool day. Here we are, going to be doing sort of an unboxing. As you can see, this is actually already open and out of the box, but it has actually not been used yet, so we're going to kind of go over it. And I got to go with it these Harbor Freight Pittsburgh SAE deep impact sockets, $24.99 with the 20% off coupon, $19.99. Can't beat it. I will tell you that I looked at and even ordered off of Amazon.com some Tecton impact sockets. Now, what I plan on using these and this mostly for are taking lug nuts off. So I'm going to do some work on my own car. That includes a brake job that I need to do on the front, which I'm hoping is just going to be new pads. I think that's all I need. But new pads on the front, and what I'm going to do for the next video to demo both at least one socket from this and this bad boy right here is I'm going to do a tire rotation on my 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So it has 3/4 inch lug nuts, and so that is why I bought the SAEs. And you know, there's some crossover between the metric and SAE sizes anyway, so I might be able to get away with some of this, but either way, I can you know, pick up the metric set for the same money, 20 bucks. It's hard to beat. The Tecton set that I got was a flip socket set, so it had the little adapter, like the 3-inch adapter, that would go onto your impact gun, then would go into their little socket, and you'd use either this end or you could flip it around and it would go in and use the other end. So it was a 3-socket set that therefore had 6 different lug nut sizes, 3 metric, 3 SAE. I ordered those because I'd heard such good things about Tecton. And they were $25, so the price of these before the coupon. And I was going to be okay with that. It had the sizes that I needed, and I wanted to give Tecton a try. But the problem is, they never came. I don't know if they were stolen, which is probably what I suspect happened, or if they just got lost in transit, but they never came. Amazon, of course, is really good about that, so they refunded me my money. And so then I just went to Harbor Freight after that and got these. This is a 13-piece set. There is one skip, only one skip, and that's at what would be the equivalent of 19/16, right? And so you can see here the sizes. And it goes from 1 1/8 to 1 1/4. That's where the skip takes place. But otherwise, from 7/16 up to 1 1/8, there's no skips in this set. So, and you know, say what you will about Harbor Freight, say what you will about Pittsburgh. I'm not going to be using this every single day. But if I do use them to the point where they start to break down, well, they do have the lifetime warranty. So honestly, I just felt that for my needs, and for my budget, you could not beat this. At some point, I'll probably go pick up the metric set as well. So I'll basically have all my needs for a 1/2-inch drive impact in both SAE and metric. Then the last thing you probably want to know about these is the markings. They are engraved. You know, I mean, there's your 1 1/8. It's not the easiest to read, I think, you know, but I mean, man, for the price, you just can't beat these. Now, for what you probably came here to see, as exciting as it is to get some new impact sockets, this is probably why you clicked on the video. As you guys know, I'm into Craftsman, and I have the v20 system. I started out by buying the brushed drill and impact driver combo that came with 2 1.5 hour batteries and a charger. Now, I was open to getting into other battery lines. A lot of times they do have deals of a tool, especially the tools that I generally am looking for. They do have, deals where you can get the tools with a battery, with a charger. But as it so happens, I've just kept falling into Craftsman. Now, actually, I've been really pleased with the performance. I haven't used this yet, but with the performance of my other Craftsman v20 tools. I have the aforementioned brushed drill and impact driver, and I have their little task light that I use all the time. It's great. I've used the drill and impact several times too. The drill, I throw a wire brush attachment on there and use it in some of the knife making and forging that I do. They work great. I'm really happy with them. And so I was looking for a half-inch impact wrench to take lug nuts off, mostly what I'm going to use it for. And initially, and honestly, I was probably going to get the Chicago Electric corded impact wrench. And so I was kind of waiting for it to go on sale. In fact, it did go on sale. And this was, generally speaking, going to be way out of my price range. This at Lowe's right now is $169. That's pretty expensive. If I had one complaint about Craftsman, it's that they're a little overpriced. Now, I got a great deal on the drill impact combo. I got a great deal on the task light, but a lot of their stuff, man, seems kind of overpriced. But I was able to find this on Marketplace, new in the box, for a fraction of that. In fact, I'm not even going to tell you how little I paid for it, but I got a screaming deal on it. And so I went ahead and pulled the trigger. So here's what we have. This is their mid-torque brushless half-inch impact wrench. They have another one, a brushed one, that I don't know if you'd still call it mid-torque or not. It does have more torque than this. And it retails for $139. It's cheaper. It has more torque though, but it's also bigger and bulkier. And so, I chose this just because it was available on Facebook Marketplace. Otherwise, I probably would have looked at the brushed one. That would have been fine for me, and I wouldn't have minded the extra torque. And so here you can see, I don't know, I posted about some of this stuff on a Facebook tool group that I'm a part of, and someone made the joke like, oh, they look like Milwaukee from Wish. Which, that page, there is a lot of Craftsman hate on that page. Most of it undeserved, in my opinion. And I think the fit and finish on this looks really nice. I really do. Actually, even like this little badge back here. I think it looks good. And I've said this many times about this line. The grip, super comfortable. I love the grips on these, man. They feel really, really good. So I'm going to do another video after this where I will demo this. I'm going to do it as a separate video because this one probably will already be long enough on its own. And the other one will also be kind of long because it's also going to be a video about how to rotate the tires on your vehicle, because that's what I'm going to do to demo this. But let's talk about it. So it didn't really come with anything else. Just some packaging, right? It was wrapped in a bag. It had some cardboard in there to hold it in place. And then it does have this instruction manual. But again, who really needs that? Most of the information that we need and want to talk about is going to be right on the box anyway. But this is the part number, the CMCF920, their brushless mid-torque impact. So it is mid-torque. Let's talk about what that means and talk about the specifications. So you can see here, this is in their v20 line, and it is the half-inch drive. The max torque on this is 275 foot-pounds. 275 foot-pounds. Now, the comparable DeWalt to this has, I think, about 300. It's got a little bit more torque. And it's only $30 more than this retails at Lowe's. Now, again, I've said the main problem with Craftsman stuff is that it's a little overpriced. I mean, it's not that much cheaper than a DeWalt that's going to have more torque and generally a better reputation. Now, I ended up with this because I got this particular one off Marketplace for far less than that and far less than I was able to find anything else. I mean, it was more than I would have paid for the Chicago Electric corded at Harbor Freight, but you know, it was worth it to me to stay in the Craftsman line and to have something cordless. But I mean, there were no like DeWalt half-inch impact wrenches on Marketplace for anything approaching the price that I was able to get this for. So I think if Craftsman can come down in their prices or stay steady at their prices while others go up, these will become a much better value. Because again, so far, I've had a great experience using these v20 Craftsman tools. You know, so the question is it worth it to get one of these instead of a DeWalt or something else that maybe is a little bit better, you know, when they're so close in price? That's something you're gonna have to decide. But when you can find Craftsman for the right price, man, it suddenly becomes a much more viable option and a much, much better deal. So 275 foot-pounds of torque. It's got 1900 RPMs and 3100 impacts per minute. It is a little bit of a detuned DeWalt. And again, the comparable DeWalt to this is $30 more at Lowe's. For $30, is it worth it to buy the DeWalt over this? Maybe. Probably. If you have the, already are into that DeWalt 20 volt max line with the batteries, then almost assuredly. But again, I've been able to bargain hunt Craftsman a lot more than I've been able to bargain hunt DeWalt. And when you take that into account, then suddenly this becomes a good deal. The one other thing, it does have a variable speed trigger. So, you know, we'll see how that works when I'm actually using it. But that's one thing that a lot of the less expensive impact wrenches don't have. Like, for example, the Chicago Electric that I almost bought, that does not have a variable speed trigger. This does. So it's got nice features. Mid torque, 275 pounds is, I think, going to be enough for me to remove lug nuts off my car. I mean, the spec torque on my Grand Cherokee is 85 to 115 foot-pounds of torque for the lug nuts. So, and I've generally been torquing them down to 100. So this should be absolutely fine for that. I'm going to have a full charged battery, and we'll see if I'm able to, really it's going to be 5 tires because of the way I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do one tire twice. And so we'll have 5 tires that I'm removing and putting back on with this, with the 1.5 amp hour battery. We'll see how it does. And if I'm able to get through the whole job with that. I suspect I will. One of the things about this being brushless is it's supposed to have 26% more battery life than the brushed, even though the brushed has a little more torque. So stay tuned for that next video. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this new tool day unboxing. If you did, hit that like button down below. If you have not already subscribed, I am trying to make a go of this channel. If you watch some of the older videos, I'll say that I'm not quite sure yet, or even one of them I say that I'm not. And that has changed. I'm definitely trying to make a go of this. And to that end, I have a 100 subscriber giveaway that I'm planning of a cool little scan tool that I got brand new. Other than demoing it, I've never used it. It's still in the box with everything that it came with. And I will be giving that away when I hit 100 subscribers. So please like, subscribe, and share this video. And also comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this Craftsman V20 line. Let me know how you think it value compares to other tool lines, especially like the DeWalt that's actually made by Stanley Black & Decker, the same company, you know, but generally has a better reputation, is considered a little more high-end than Craftsman. Let me know that down below. And in the meantime, Judo Sailor, out.